Before you begin operating your Vision cart washer, it's important to become familiar with the location and function of the major components and controls. The Vision cart washer features an ergonomic and user-friendly design. The load or dirty side features a tempered glass chamber door, power on-off switch, one-touch control panel, USB port, lock-unlock key selector, and emergency stop button. The unload or clean side also has a second chamber door, a one-touch control panel, a printer for documenting each cycle, and an emergency stop button. Located inside the chamber are emergency stop cables, traveler spray arms, a debris screen, guiding rails, an automatic floor tilting system, and for models with the optional instrument cycle package, a wall manifold connector. The Vision cart washer features an intuitive PC control system, which includes easy-to-use icons and a touchscreen. The control system monitors the operation of the washing cycles and all critical cycle parameters. The Vision cart washer can process a wide variety of loads using the several pre-programmed cycles, and it allows for custom cycle creation as well. Pre-programmed cycles include low eco cart, container, utensil, aluminum safe, and decontamination. See Section 3 of your Vision cart and utensil washer disinfector operator manual for a complete list of cycles. We've reviewed the important components. Now we'll walk through a complete cycle. Before processing the first cycle of the day, you'll need to perform a few preliminary steps. First, open the load side chamber door. Note that the unload side door must be closed in order to open the load side door. Turn the lock-unlock key selector into the lock position and keep it with you as you load the rack. Verify that the door bridge is down before entering the chamber. Make sure the chamber is empty and the debris screen is clean and in place. Inspect the traveler spray arm assemblies to ensure there is no blockage and that movement will not be obstructed during the cycle. Then exit the chamber and turn the lock-unlock selector to unlock. On the unload side, the clean side technicians should check to see if there is enough paper in the printer. Now you're ready to start a cycle. In this example, we'll show a standard case cart cycle. In the Vision 1327 cart washer, you can process 2 case carts if desired. If the control panel is in standby mode, touch the Standby Restore button. Press the Open Door button. Position the open side of the cart away from the control panel in order to ensure proper draining during the drying phase. While rolling the cart into the chamber, compare the height to the low eco label located on the door frame of the washer. If the cart is equal to or lower than indicated on the label, you can run the low eco cycle. If the cart is taller than the indicator on the label, select the standard cart cycle. Our intuitive control panel and pre-programmed cycles make it easy to start a cycle and track its progress. As mentioned earlier, the Vision cart washer is equipped with 2 PC control system touchscreens, one on the load side and the other on the unload side. Identical information is displayed on both control panels, which are touch-sensitive and feature color graphics. The control panels display critical information such as cycle status, cycle performance, chemical injection, and other critical parameter assurance. And the time remaining countdown is visible from across the room. The control screen displays a different background color to indicate the cycle's progress. This washer disinfector has 4 operation modes. Ready, which is the main mode. You can access all other modes from this screen. Cycle, which is used to initiate a processing cycle. Supervisor, which allows your supervisor to customize or create cycles. And Service, which allows a Steris service technician to perform maintenance and troubleshoot any equipment issues. Select Cycle from the Ready screen. The control panel displays the first set of cycle buttons. Use the slider bar or left and right arrows to help you navigate to additional cycle options. A complete list of cycle buttons and their functions can be found in Section 3 of your Vision cart washer operator manual. Press the appropriate button to start the cycle. The washer automatically enters the first phase of the selected cycle. Typically, there are 3 phases per cycle, depending on what types of items are being processed. The floor tilt will automatically activate during the drying phase to drain any excess water. Throughout each cycle, the control screen displays the cycle status and time remaining. You can also monitor the cycle parameters by pressing the Details button. The up and down arrows in the lower right-hand corner help you navigate to different status screens. Press Close to return to the main cycle status screen. Occasionally, a warning or an alarm occurs during a cycle. If a warning occurs, press Warning on the control panel to review the details. Warnings are usually related to utility or detergent levels and do not prevent cycles from being processed, nor do they impair their efficiency. To fix the issue, refer to the Warning Messages chart in Section 7 of your Vision Cart Washer Operator Manual. The warning will appear on the printout at the end of the cycle. If an alarm occurs, the current cycle immediately stops. No other cycles can be run until the issue has been resolved. First, press the Silence Buzzer button. Then the Alarm Reply button to acknowledge the alarm. Once you have resolved the alarm, the Vision Cart Washer automatically aborts the cycle. If you need to abort a cycle for any reason, press Stop. A confirmation screen will be displayed. Press Yes to abort the cycle. The water is automatically drained and the control panel returns to Ready mode. If a cycle is aborted, the load can only be removed or accessed from the load or dirty side to ensure there is no cross-contamination. Your supervisor may need to log in to open the load side chamber door. The cycle printout records the warning and alarm information and whether or not the cycle was aborted. Another way to abort a cycle is by using one of the emergency stop buttons. This action stops the cycle, de-energizes the doors, and triggers the alarm. Press Silence Buzzer, then Alarm Reply. An emergency button should only be used in emergency situations. Do not use it as a start and stop function. Once the cycle is finished, a signal sounds. The chamber door on the unload side opens, and the control panel displays the cycle completed screen. A detailed printout is generated to document the cycle, including any warnings or alarms that occurred. Allow the cart to cool before removing it from the chamber. Close the chamber door so the next cart can be loaded and processed. Be sure to clean up any water spills to prevent injury. The Vision Cart Washer can also process containers, utensils, and other reusable items used in patient care. Use the appropriate cart or rack that was designed for the items you're going to process. A container rack can hold up to 20 containers, as well as their lids and filters. Refer to Steris Tech Datasheet SD950 for complete loading details. Place containers on the rack with the container opening and handles facing down. Orient all covers in the same way. Do not place items one behind the other on the same level. Make sure the filter retention plates are inside the dedicated basket. A utensil rack can hold a variety of bowls, basins, bedpans, and trays. Follow the manufacturer's recommendations and your department's procedures for processing a mixed utensil load. To load a utensil or container rack, roll the rack into the chamber between the guiding rails. If your Vision Cart Washer has the optional Instrument Cycle package, it will include the following additional features: Instrument Cycle, pre-programmed in the control; Manifold Piping Package; Instrument Rack with integrated spray arms; Enzymamic Solution Pump System; Integrated Flow Meters. The Instrument Cycle is for processing surgical instruments that require intermediate level disinfection. An instrument rack can hold up to 12 trays. If processing an instrument rack, make sure the water inlet is facing the manifold connector. Roll the rack into the chamber, inserting the wheels into the specified guiding rail. Gently insert the rack manifold connector into the chamber water inlet until it clicks into place. You'll hear a signal, and the control panel will display a confirmation screen. As mentioned earlier, the Vision Cart Washer comes with a set of pre-programmed cycles. Each phase within a cycle has its own parameters, some of which can be modified to better accommodate your department's processing needs. Customized cycles can also be added. Only a supervisor can modify a pre-programmed cycle or add a new one. From the Ready screen, press Machine Setup. Then the Supervisor Touchpad button. Select the appropriate supervisor login name, then press Password. Type in your password, then press Enter. The control panel is now in supervisor mode. From here, you can manage supervisor access, modify a pre-programmed cycle or customize a new one, select printout options, choose which cycle values to print and document, set reservoir use counts and chemical injection rates, and transfer PDF reports. Refer to Section 5 in your Vision Cart and Utensil Washer Disinfector Operator Manual for details on what attributes can be modified and what ranges are allowed. To modify a cycle, press Cycles. Use the left and right arrows or slider bar to navigate to the cycle you want to modify, and press the appropriate cycle button. For example, the Cart Standard Cycle. Here you can lock or unlock the cycle, enable or disable the floor tilt function, or modify a phase. Keep in mind that to help ensure safe and effective operation, not all cycle parameters can be modified. Refer to the cycle description chart in Section 5 of the Vision Cart and Utensil Washer Operator Manual. Once you have made the appropriate changes, press Close. Any changes you've made will automatically be saved. Continue to press Close until you reach the desired screen. The control panel stores all of your preferences and customized cycles. If you experience a power failure or need to unplug the washer, you won't have to reprogram the cycles. The Vision Cart Washer control system allows you to download electronic cycle and parameter information as a PDF file onto a USB drive, so it can be viewed and stored on a computer. On the main supervisor screen, press Transfer PDF Reports. Insert a USB drive or key into the port. When the control panel confirms that it has detected the USB drive, press the right arrow key to start transferring the PDF reports. In this section, you learned: the easy-to-use control panel lets you initiate, track, and document each cycle. Each type of rack has specific load configurations and cycles. Cycles can be modified or customized by your supervisor. Always wear the appropriate personal protective equipment when loading and unloading the racks. To prevent injury, be sure to clean up any water spills immediately.